A small garden has a quiet way of changing how a home feels. Even the simplest patch of greenery can soften a walkway, frame an entrance, and greet every passerby with color and life. With a few thoughtful choices, even the tiniest front yard can feel welcoming and beautifully balanced. In today's video, we'll explore creative ideas for designing a charming small front yard garden using affordable decor and simple landscaping touches that instantly improve curb appeal. You're watching Rustic and Rooted, where we celebrate natural beauty and timeless outdoor design. A small front yard can feel surprisingly lush when plants are arranged in layers. Taller grasses or slender shrubs anchor the back of the bed, while mid-height blooms fill the center with color and texture. Close to the edge, low ground covers soften the border with gentle greenery. The result is a compact garden that appears fuller, almost like a miniature landscape unfolding from the walkway. To achieve this effect, start by selecting 3 heights of plants that suit your climate. Place taller varieties near walls or fences, medium plants a step forward, and low growers along the front edge. This layered approach improves visibility for each plant while preventing crowding. Even in a narrow bed, the gradual change in height creates depth without requiring extra space or costly materials. Gravel edging introduces a crisp outline that keeps a small garden bed looking organized. Pale stone reflects sunlight beautifully, contrasting with rich soil and green foliage. When used around curved or rectangular beds, the tiny stones create a subtle frame that highlights flowers and shrubs while blending naturally with rustic or cottage-style landscaping. For a simple installation, dig a shallow trench along the garden edge and fill it with compacted gravel. Landscape fabric beneath the stones helps prevent weeds from pushing through later. This inexpensive detail requires little maintenance and allows rainwater to drain easily. Occasionally smoothing the gravel with a rake keeps the border looking neat throughout the seasons. Weathered wooden crates bring texture that pairs beautifully with garden greenery. The grain of aged wood, slightly faded by sun and rain, contrasts with the soft shapes of leaves and petals. Placed near a small porch or pathway, these natural containers introduce a relaxed farmhouse character that feels welcoming without appearing overly styled. Choose crates or small boxes with sturdy sides, then line them with breathable fabric before adding soil. Herbs, trailing flowers, or compact shrubs thrive in these shallow containers. Group 2 or 3 together rather than scattering many pieces around the yard. Keeping the arrangement simple allows the wood's natural patina and the plants themselves to stand out. Even the smallest front yard can support a colorful pocket of blooms. A corner bed filled with cheerful flowers creates a vibrant focal point that draws the eye from the sidewalk. Petals in shades of pink, yellow, and soft purple mingle with fresh green foliage, while sunlight highlights the delicate edges of each bloom during the morning hours. When planning this corner, select varieties that bloom at different times so color continues through the seasons. Compact perennials paired with a few annuals often work well in tight spaces. Regular deadheading encourages more blossoms, and a simple border of stones keeps soil contained. The corner gradually becomes the brightest spot in the yard. Lanterns introduce gentle structure within a small garden bed. Simple metal frames, sometimes aged with a slightly rustic finish, stand against leafy plants and textured soil. Their shapes add vertical accents without occupying ground space, creating an interesting contrast between delicate greenery and the solid form of the lantern. Mount lanterns on short wooden stakes or hang them from small hooks positioned near planting areas. Solar-powered versions are especially practical because they eliminate wiring and reduce energy costs. Place them where pathways or entry points need subtle illumination. At dusk, their soft glow quietly outlines the garden's shape without overpowering the natural setting. A narrow walkway becomes far more inviting when greenery lines both sides. Low shrubs, compact ornamental grasses, or small flowering plants gently guide the eye toward the entrance. The path itself appears longer and more intentional, especially when leaves slightly soften the edges of stone or gravel. Choose plants that remain manageable in height so the walkway stays open and easy to navigate. Spacing them evenly along the path helps maintain balance, while occasional pruning keeps the border tidy. In spring and early summer, the subtle scent of blossoms can drift along the walkway, greeting anyone who approaches the front door. Next, consider using vertical space when the ground area feels limited. A wooden trellis or mounted planter panel can hold several small pots filled with herbs, trailing vines, or compact flowers. The greenery climbs upward, creating a living backdrop that adds dimension to the garden without expanding its footprint. Installing a vertical garden is surprisingly practical. Secure the structure firmly against a wall or fence, then choose lightweight containers to avoid excess strain. Plants such as ivy, ferns, or cascading petunias adapt well to elevated planters. Occasional watering and trimming keep the arrangement fresh while allowing the wall to remain the garden's quiet focal point. A handmade garden sign introduces a personal detail among the plants. Carved or painted wood, slightly weathered by outdoor conditions, blends comfortably with soil, stones, and foliage. Positioned near the entrance or within a small bed, the sign offers a subtle decorative accent without competing with the surrounding greenery. Place the sign where it can be seen easily but does not interrupt the flow of the landscape. Leaning it gently against a stone border or mounting it on a short stake often works well. Over time, sunlight and rain soften the wood's color, allowing the sign to settle naturally into the garden's overall composition. Arranging containers at varying heights introduces rhythm within a compact garden. A tall planter placed behind a medium pot and a smaller container near the ground creates a layered composition similar to tiered landscaping. Terracotta, ceramic, and rustic metal surfaces reflect light differently, giving the arrangement subtle visual depth. Moving to practical details, stands, wooden blocks, or low stone slabs can elevate certain pots without purchasing new furniture. This approach keeps costs minimal while allowing plants to receive balanced sunlight. Rotating containers occasionally also ensures that each plant grows evenly and maintains a healthy, full shape throughout the season. Finally, recycled containers can quietly enrich a small front yard garden. Old metal buckets, vintage tins, or simple wooden boxes hold soil and greenery while introducing varied textures. Their slightly imperfect surfaces catch the light differently than polished materials, blending easily with natural surroundings. Before planting, drill drainage holes and add a layer of gravel at the bottom of each container. Hardy plants such as succulents, herbs, or compact flowers adapt well to these repurposed pots. Over time, the mix of reused materials and living plants creates a relaxed atmosphere that feels both resourceful and quietly inviting near the front entrance. From layered planting and gravel borders to rustic planters and vertical greenery, these small front yard ideas show that thoughtful details often matter more than size or budget. A few plants, simple materials, and a sense of balance can shape an entrance that feels warm and inviting. Gardens are more than decoration. They offer a quiet space where nature meets everyday life. If these ideas inspired you to refresh your own outdoor space, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear how you bring your garden to life.